Good morning. Welcome to Neighborhood Unitarian Universalist Church in Pasadena. Welcome to all members, friends, and guests. My name is Anna Villeneuve, and I'm happy to serve as your worship associate today. Neighborhood Church creates and grows an inclusive community of faith connected by love, spirit, and service. We acknowledge our presence on the ancestral and unceded territory of the Gabrielina Tongva peoples, the traditional caretakers of the lands, waters, and waters of this campus. With respect for the rights and wisdom of the indigenous people, we acknowledge our harmful colonial histories and commit to decolonizing our own practices, to learning new ways of belonging, of being in community and with each other, in good relationship with the indigenous people of this land and with the land itself. Today's service is led by Reverend Dr. Omega Burkhart, with music director Zenia Robles, Wells Lang, with music composed by Craig Derrick. We also welcome Rehabilitatum and Emma Tatum, who will read to us during our time for all ages. Please take a moment to silence your devices as we begin our service. Families with young children are always welcome in the sanctuary, and there's additional seating in the entry foyer or narthex. I have two brief announcements, and then Reverend Omega has a brief announcement as well. Recruitment for teachers for our children and youth programs has begun. If you are considering becoming a teacher advisor, we'd love to hear from you. See the special email that went out on Friday for answers to some common questions. There are scholarships and funds available if you'd like to attend Family Church Camp at Divinable Pines this summer with our church. If you or your family members have been affected by the fires, the camp is also offering scholarships for all the other camps this summer and fall music camp, elementary age school camp, and more. See the sign-up table on the patio for more information.
A few announcements from a different voice this morning. First of all, I would like to welcome you to attend service next week as part of our Juneteenth celebration. Reverend Mark Chase from All Saints Episcopal Church will be leading the service, and his sermon title is A Juneteenth Justice. There was a different title posted in our newsletter this week, A Juneteenth Justice. Make sure and join us. There'll be a barbecue afterwards. I know that's a big celebration for our community. Should be a beautiful day. I also want to remind you, if you haven't seen it already in our newsletter, on June 15th, so in 2 Sundays, there will be no services in person that day. There is an event at the Rose Bowl, and we're anticipating that the streets around us will either be closed or completely packed because the game starts at 12, and it is a World Cup soccer game. And so, because our staff would have a hard time and many of you would have a hard time, there's nothing on campus on June 15th, which is very strange and feels a little weird, and for some of you might bring us back to a time of COVID when we weren't meeting in person, but we're just not gonna meet that day. Stay home, we're gonna post it on YouTube, have an extra cup of coffee, sit in your jammies. We're gonna pre-record the service, and Nada and I are working on that this week, so it will be available then. Every service in June is a little special. The weekend after that is our GA service. I will actually be leading the Sunday service in Baltimore for General Assembly along with my colleagues, Reverend Nicole Kirk and Reverend Connie Simon. So we're going to be broadcasting that service here. You're welcome to come here and watch with folks here. We'll have coffee and everything as normal. And then to round out the month of exciting services, we're going to have our animal blessing outside on June 29th, so bring your furry or feathered or scaled friends. We'll be meeting outside, as you can imagine, a little safer with our unpredictable friends, to have service on the 29th. I think last year we had like 25 dogs. It was a beautiful experience. We didn't have any cats or lizards. I would love to expand our animal repertoire. All of this is listed in your newsletter. Just want to bring it to your attention in case you haven't read it recently. Keep in mind, every Sunday, a little bit different this month, but that's okay. We're flexible. We're having fun. It's all good. Welcome to summer.
And Pride Month. More extensive announcements as well as our order of service this morning are available as a link in the Sunday email. Our order of service is also visible online by scanning the QR code on the back of your hymnal with your camera phone. Again, welcome to Neighborhood Church. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, welcome to this inclusive faith community connected by love, spirit, and service.
Our calendar page has gently flipped from Mayflowers to June glitter. We gather this morning in a sacred celebration of this month of Pride to kick it off. Yes. This is a month where we celebrate our values as Unitarian Universalist in this world that so desperately needs unconditional and affirming love, where values of justice and equity and transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity are lived in abundant love for ourselves and for one another. Now more than ever, we need celebrations and joyous affirmation of the abundance and creative power in our world. Now more than ever, we gather in defiance of that which seeks to set limitations on how we center love and how we promote the healthy and the full spectrum of ways of being in this world. Now more than ever, pride means love, and we know that love resists. Pride is a protest and a party. In the words of my colleague, the Reverend Hannah Roberts Villeneuve, people sometimes ask, is pride a protest or a party? And the answer is, of course, yes. And why not? Why not rejoice as we resist, dance as we demand change, celebrate as we create community that delights in all of who we are? So bring all of that with you this morning. Bring your policy demands, bring your glitter, bring your Supreme Court broken heart, bring your rainbow socks, bring the emptiness that you feel for our siblings gone too soon, bring your Gloria Estefan party remix, bring your tender hope for change, bring your most garish eyeshadow, why not? Bring your spirit, tattered and battered by a world that seems insistent on choosing fear and hate. Gather up all these things and bring them here to a place where we don't have to shoulder these burdens or celebrate these joys alone. Whether you define yourself based on your gender or not, whether you are queer or straight or lesbian or gay or bisexual, whether you are gender fluid or gender expansive or gender exuberant, whether you are cisgender, intersex, or you prefer not to say, whether your family is biological or chosen, whether you are out of the closet, or maybe you're still in it, or it's not safe for you to be out, or you're just peeking through the doorway. You are welcome here. You are loved here. We love you. Come, let us worship together this morning. As we gather this morning, I invite you into a moment of centering, a moment of being in our bodies in this space. Pride is a celebration of our whole united selves, body, mind, and spirit. We are physical creatures, mind, body, and spirit, housed within these bodies. So I invite you for a moment to take a deep breath, find yourself in this space. If it is comfortable to you, I invite you to close your eyes. Our bodies, our physical form, allow us to experience the world, taste, like chocolate chip cookies fresh from the oven. Touch, the warmth and smoothness of a baby's skin. Sight, the blossoming of colors of sunrise and sunset. Sound, the laughter of friends and family. Smell, the aroma of fresh baked bread. Today, as we honor the whole lives of ourselves, we also honor the whole spectrum of sexual experience, holding the joys in all their richness and the sorrows in all their fullness in our hearts. Amen. Open your eyes if you have them closed. Raise your shoulders. Breathe in deeply because now we're gonna sing.
Please rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing our opening hymn, number 1053, How Could Anyone? We will sing it twice.
At this time, some of our children and youth are handing out flags, and we invite other children, youth, and those young at heart to come forward. We have a very special time for all ages this morning. We've invited our dear friends, Rehabilitate 'em and Imitate 'em, to join us this morning for Drag Queen Story Time. They were here with us last year, so we're so excited to have them back. So kids, young at heart, come on up, grab a seat, and we'll invite our other friends to come up and sit here. And we'll be passing out some flags as we go. We're so glad you're back.
Good morning, I'm Rehabilitate 'em. This is my drag daughter, Emma. Thank you all so much for having us back. We loved being with you back in November for Spooky Drag Bingo and last Pride for another drag queen story time. We bring greetings from our church, St. George's Episcopal Church in Riverside, your fellow siblings in love and hope and pride and in resistance. We just love being able to do this kind of thing with you all. When we were growing up, there was very little LGBTQ representation in media and in our experiences. There was just like Bert and Ernie and probably Mr. Belvedere, right? Those closet doors were real glass. And there was certainly no LGBTQ representation in faith spaces. Growing up in rural Northern California, I didn't have anybody in my church or the Christian school that I went to tell me that people like us, people like me, were beautiful, were whole, that our loving was a miracle. And so we're just thankful for communities like you all who are doing better by the next generation than was done by us and was probably done to you, whatever generation you're in. Yeah, give yourselves a hand. You deserve it. So we have some stories of inclusion to share with you all, stories of inclusion and diversity, the kind of stuff that we wish was read to us when we were their age. I want to kick us off with a book called Nen and the Lonely Fisherman by Ian Eagleton and James Mayhew. You mind holding it for me? Thank you. That's okay.
His hair is a lot. Is this the first page?
Yeah. I'll do that this way. Far out at sea, deep below the whispering waves, lived a merman named Nen. Nen loved exploring the ancient wild depths, the gliding fish, the shimmering sand, and the ghostly sunken ships. But something was missing. His heart felt empty. Yeah. Every night, Nen sang a sad song, and the twinkling stars whispered his words of hope across the ocean. But Nen's song was smothered by heavy clouds, and he returned to the seabed alone. Nen's father, Pelagios, watched his son leave their underwater kingdom. He pleaded with them to stay away from the world above. But Nen ignored his father's warnings. Show the pictures around. As he began to explore the world beyond his own, Ned noticed rows of fishing boats bobbing on the waves. And just beyond those fishing boats, there lived a lonely fisherman named Ernest. He spent his days rescuing, freeing, collecting, dreaming, and creating. Every night, Ernest gazed out to sea and wondered if something more was waiting for him just beyond the horizon. I bet it is, right? Then one still, clear night, he heard something beautiful and mysterious drifting over the sighing ocean. She says she's not a Vanna White QVC girl, or QVC girl. It was Nen's song. It was so tender and brimming with such courage that a long-forgotten feeling stirred inside the lonely fisherman's heart. Filled with excitement, Ernest set off to find this magical voice. He searched and searched the swirling sea waves and became aware of someone, hiding just out of sight. A ripple, a shimmer, a flicker, Could it be?
What could it
His boat's named Toto. I wonder if he's a friend of Dorothy's. A merman. The silver moon shone down on Nen's hair and Ernest's eyes sparkled like salt-splashed jewels. As a soft, nighttime breeze wrapped around them, they both felt their hope turn to happiness. Pelagios begged his son again to stay away from the humans in the world above. They were destroying his precious oceans. But Nen knew that Ernest was different. So he returned each night to see Ernest in his rickety boat. Together they would talk and laugh and dream while the skies changed from golden amber to inky purple. One night, as Nen swam back to his hidden world, far beneath the ocean's surface, Pelagios could no longer control his frustration. Tears of anger and sadness began to fall, and great clouds gathered. Thunder roared. Splinters of lightning were flung across the sky. Poor Ernest was thrown from his rickety boat into the raging sea. Ruh-roh. Nen fought through the churning, lashing tempest in a desperate search for his fishermen. Down, down, down he swam into the dark depths of the ocean, but there was no sign of Ernest. Nen struggled upwards through the violent waves. Suddenly he spotted something just out of reach. A gasp, a kick, a splash. Could it be? I bet it is, right? Ernest! He was battered by the waves. Nen carried his fisherman to the shore and tried to wake him. The sea calmed and the hazy sun peeked through the clouds. Nen waited. And waited. With a cough and a sputter, Ernest finally woke up. He smiled, looking up into Nen's worried eyes. When he saw Nen's love, Pelagios realized he had been wrong after all. Now, as he looks out across the calm sea, Ernest is no longer lonely. With a splash and a flick of a tail, Nen is there waiting for him. And under each dazzling blue sky, while the seagulls dive and squawk, Nen and Ernest hold hands, laughing and dreaming about their future. The end. You want to do Max?
All right, our next book is Max and the Talent Show by Kyle Lukoff. Chapter 1. My name is Max. I love to read. My favorite books are comic books. I also like funny books. Sometimes I read stories about magic or adventure. I don't like sad books. I have a friend named Steven. There's Steven. He likes to make up his own stories. He always has a lot of ideas. Sometimes he gets ideas from books. Other times the ideas come from his head. Stephen makes me play dress up with him. He gives me clothes that match his stories. Once I was a pirate. Another time I was a shark. Sometimes he wants me to put on a dress. I used to wear dresses, but now I don't. So I always say no. When I play with other friends, we run races and jump rope and climb trees. But when I play with Stephen, he wants to make up stories, so he tells stories as we play. He will say that a train is chasing us. We run away as fast as we can. Or he will say that we are crossing a volcano. We hop and jump across the lake of fire. If we climb a tree, Stephen will say we are in outer space. We talk to aliens on the moon. Stephen and I go on a lot of adventures. Chapter 2. There is another big difference between me and Stephen. He loves to be in the center of things. I don't like being watched. Sounds familiar.
I like attention.
The school talent show is coming up. I don't want to be in it, but I don't want to be left out. Stephen puts his name on the sign-up sheet. I'll be a star, he says. Do you want to be a star too? I think about what I would do. I don't like to sing. I don't dance. I don't play piano. But I do like to help my friends. I'll be your assistant, I tell Stephen. What does an assistant do? It means I help you put on a show. Stephen likes that idea. He loves to put on a show, and he loves to tell me what to do.
That sounds familiar too.
It's true. First, I need to find a dress, says Stephen. His mom drives us to the mall. The people who work at the store think the dress is for me. They don't want to let Stephen try it on. But then he tells them a story. He tells them about a girl in a beautiful dress. She was stolen by goblins. If he can find a dress like hers, it will help him find her. They love the story. Stephen gets to pick his favorite dress. I think it looks like an upside-down ice cream cone, but I don't tell Stephen this. I often have thoughts like that also.
Fashion is subjective.
Are you going to sing for the talent show, I ask? But Stephen is admiring his gown. Then we go to the shoe store. The shoe salesman doesn't like my stompy boots, and he tells Stephen not to try on high heels. But Stephen tells him a story about his grandmother. He says she was the most famous actress in the world. He says that her last wish was to find the shoes she wore in her first movie. Taken away by his words, the salesman gives Stephen a pair of shoes. They have heels that click on the floor. Are you going to dance in the talent show, I ask? Stephen doesn't answer. He's listening to the shoes as they click. Stephen tells a story to find the perfect cape and a story for the perfect tiara. Are you going to play the piano? I ask. I don't even know if he plays the piano. But Stephen doesn't hear me. He tilts the tiara so it sits just so. It glitters in the light. I wonder what he's going to do for the talent show. Chapter 3. It is the night of the talent show. I help Stephen zip up his ice cream dress. He slips his feet into the clicking heels. I tie the cape around his neck. He places the tiara on his head, just so. What is your act? I ask Stephen. Stephen doesn't answer. He is smiling at himself in the mirror. That also sounds familiar. The teacher in charge calls kids by name. One recites a poem. I don't understand it. Another does splits and cartwheels. It looks very hard. Someone plays the violin. It sounds like two cats fighting. I don't know what my job is now. Stephen doesn't say he needs help. When his name is called, he clicks onto the stage. What are you doing tonight, young man? The teacher asks. Stephen stares at the audience. He looks nervous and surprised. And that's when I know he didn't choose a song. He didn't learn a dance. He didn't bring an instrument. He doesn't have a plan. But he picked me to be his assistant. What is my friend good at? I think, and then I know. Stephen, I whisper loudly, tell them the story. Will he know what I mean? He hears me. Stephen stands up straight. He doesn't look scared anymore. In a strong voice, he says, I will tell you a story. I will tell you a story of a stolen child. I will tell you about a movie star. I will tell you about a lost treasure and a found kingdom. And he does. His voice fills the room. At the end, they live happily ever after. My ears fill with the thunder of hands clapping. Stephen bows. He walks off the stage. His tiara glitters in the light. His cape flows behind him. His heels click on the floor. He hugs me tight. Then he pulls me out onto the stage. Everyone is still clapping. He bows again. He makes me bow with him. Everyone is looking at me too. It feels okay. But I'm glad when we walk off the stage again. That's relatable. I couldn't have done that without you, he says. I know, I tell him. That's why I'm your assistant. I think that's it. Yeah. The end.
This next story is called I Am God's Dream, written by Matthew Paul Turner, illustrated by Estrella Bascunian. Okay. I am God's dream. I'm a human sunbeam. Watch me light up a room with my confident gleam. I'm playful and brave. I'm a one-kid parade. I will be who I am because I'm wonderfully made. When I look in the mirror, I love who I see. I like how I look when I'm staring at me. My face and my skin and my big goofy grin. I love how I feel when I wiggle and spin. I love how my hair has a mind of its own. How it does what it wants despite gel and a comb and a ton of hairspray. And I love how my eyes grow big and get wide when I'm startled or mad or excited inside. I love my mouth and my nose. I even love my elbows. I think I look good when I'm striking this pose. I love how my belly can jiggle around when I dance or I skip or I hang upside down. With my hands and my feet, I can make my own beat and move to the rhythm God put inside me. This body is mine, and I'll treat it so kind. I'll value and love what I know God designed. Because God made me me, and one day you'll see the dream that God's dreaming, that's who I will be. I am God's light, like a spark I ignite. Loved just as I am, I'm a star in God's sight. I'm delightful and smart, I'm God's work of art. I will live every moment with all of my heart. When I look in the mirror, I think of what's true, that God loves me and wants me to love myself too, that I was made to be free, and the brilliance you see, that's the light that exists on the inside of me. So I love who I am, the me deep inside, so quirky and curious, creative and kind, dramatic and clever, but neat hardly ever. I'm messy and clumsy, yet God calls me a treasure. Don't laugh too hard, Emma. I love the me who tells jokes and then snorts when I laugh, and the me who protests every shower and bath. My obnoxious side, how I get tongue-tied, and the me who tries hard and still fails sometimes. The me with big feelings, with dreams to achieve, the me who keeps hoping and always believes that God's writing my story something good and not boring, that I'm here for a purpose and each day is worth exploring. So I'll use all my gifts, every skill, all my talent, to bring beauty, to empower, to resist, and to challenge. Because all of my being has value and meaning, and I believe in my heart that God never stops dreaming. Because God made me me, and bright as can be, and the brilliance I bring will be hard to unsee. I am God's child. I'm silly and wild. I'm one of the billions of reasons God smiles. I'm courageous and true. I'm a dream God pursues. You might be surprised what God knows I can do. When I look in the mirror, I can see what God sees, the human I know that God made me to be. I see my hands and my feet. I feel my heart make its beat, and in all that I am, I glimpse God within me. When I smile, when I cry, every time that I'm shy, when I fall over laughing or dare to ask why, when I'm hopeful or scared, when I don't feel prepared, when you ask who I am and bravely I share, when I look at my friends and I see God in them, when I fall or I fail and I get up and try again, when I'm happy, when I grieve, when I struggle to believe, every moment, every day, in me, God lives and breathes. So I'll love and be kind, and in hope remain grounded. I'll fight the good fight, and with faith move a mountain. I'll find joy and make peace, and help justice increase. This fire in me, I'll let God help unleash. I'll do all I can to build and to mend, to love what God loves, to heal and transcend. I'll use all I am to love stranger and friend, and try to help others see God's dreams for them. Because to God I'm divine, full of wonder and shine. I will live every day with all heart, soul, and mind. Because God made me me, and I can't wait to see the dream that God dreams, the dream God calls me. The end, right there. You all have been so patient with us, especially you kids, so we have an extra fun one at the end. So stand up with us in body or in spirit for If You're a Drag Queen and You Know It. I was like, musical accompaniment, we didn't know about this. This is written by a drag queen named Lil Miss Hot Mess. Just love that name. If you're a drag queen and you know it, blow a kiss. Mwah. If you're a drag queen and you know it, blow a kiss. Mwah. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, blow a kiss. Mwah. If you're a drag queen and you know it, strike a pose. If you're a drag queen and you know it, strike a pose. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, strike a pose. If you're a drag queen and you know it, say ta-da. If you're a drag queen and you know it, say ta-da. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, say ta-da. If you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three, blow a kiss, strike a pose, say ta-da, ta-da. If you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three, blow a kiss, strike a pose, say ta-da. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three, blow a kiss, strike a pose, say ta-da. If you're a drag queen and you know it, give a wink. If you're a drag queen and you know it, give a wink. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, give a wink. If you're a drag queen and you know it, shake your bum. If you're a drag queen and you know it, shake your bum. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, shake your bum. If you're a drag queen and you know it, laugh real big, ha ha ha. If you're a drag queen and you know it, laugh real big, ha ha ha. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, you're a drag queen and you know it, laugh real big, ha ha ha. If you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three, give a wink, shake your bum, laugh real big, ha ha. If you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three, give a wink, shake your bum, laugh real big, ha ha ha. If If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three. Give a wink, shake your bum, laugh a big, ha ha ha. Oh, almost done. If you're a drag queen and you know it, mouth the words. If you're a drag queen and you know it, mouth the words. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, mouth the words. If you're a drag queen and you know it, twirl around. If you're a drag queen and you know it, twirl around. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, twirl around. If you're a drag queen and you know it, shout, yes, queen! Yes, queen! If you're a drag queen and you know it, shout, yes, queen! Yes, queen! If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, shout, yes, queen! Yes, queen! If you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three. Twirl around. Shout, yes, queen! If you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three. Mouth the words. Twirl around. Yes, queen. If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, do all three. Mouth the words. Twirl around. Yes, queen. The end.
Join us in singing as some of our children stay in here, and if otherwise, you're welcome to go with our to an activity as we sing our song. You know the words.
Each Sunday, our congregation dedicates 100% of its contributions to 501c3 organizations or neighborhood church-based social justice activities that are making a difference in our community and the world. Each selected guest organization aligns with our community's mission and values and is nominated by church members who often are longtime volunteers and supporters of these change-making organizations. You can donate in one of two ways. You can use your cell phone to donate by texting the number on the screen, or if you'd prefer to donate in person, put your donation in one of the designated boxes during the music or after the service. There's a donation box here in the front, behind the back center row, and in the narthex entryway on the table. You may rise during the music to put your donation in the box if you wish. Please extend help to those in your neighborhood who may need assistance reaching the donation boxes. If you wish to make a payment toward your pledge or contribute to church operations, make a note in the subject line or use an envelope available at the donation boxes. This week, our gifts will support Neighborhood Church's Racial Endowment Fund and the Truth and Reconciliation Art Committee. Here for more information is Clyde. I will let you with some words on that.
I not only feel terribly underdressed, but I feel like the most boring person in the room. So I hope you'll agree that this topic is interesting. I'm here to speak on behalf of the Neighborhood Unitarian Universalist Church Endowed Fund for Racial Justice. This fund is used to provide support at Neighborhood Church for social justice work and musical expression on the theme of racial justice throughout the church year. I started this fund several years ago as a result of an observation made by my friend James Coombs, our beloved fellow church member and outgoing board president. James, in his own gracious way, mentioned to our popular minister at the time that our church only explored issues of race and diversity on Martin Luther King weekend and Juneteenth, and nowhere else in the year. James's statement made me wonder if there was some way we could keep this issue on a kind of worship dashboard throughout the year, so it would never get lost in our ongoing discussions of social justice. At the same time, I happen to be a professional fundraiser in the nonprofit sector, specifically higher education, where there are endowments to support scholarships, faculty positions, research, and programming, and these are very common. With an endowment, a donor or donors in aggregate contribute money to a financial corpus, which then is invested. In good years, these investments generate payout that can be applied to the designated purpose. I proposed to the board at that time, led by Mimi Hennessy, that the payout would be evenly divided between social justice activities and music, as both of these entities are powerful ways for us to engage, act, and reflect on DEI. The board was very supportive and wisely suggested that the Neighborhood People of Color group, known as NPOC, could collaborate on deciding how the payout would be applied each year. It was thrilling for many of us when the board approved the fund, and within several months, $20,000 was raised for the corpus. Your gift today can build this corpus even further, which would mean more money in coming years that can be applied to meaningful and rich social justice meaningful and rich social justice and music activities. The Racial Justice Fund paid Indigenous artists to perform in the service that Zenaida led that included the work Hiawatha's Wedding. Fund dollars are currently being applied to a permanent work of art in Cole House that aligns with the fund's mission. That artwork will be commissioned by the Truth and Reconciliation Committee, of which I was an original member. At the table outside, you'll be able to see an unfinished example of an art installation that is being proposed. Dollars from the Racial Justice Fund will help match a grant received from the UU Pacific Western region for memorializing the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Committee. Several of you also provided matching dollars to this work in the fall of 2022. Current dollars earned by the Racial Justice Fund will also support our music ministry in commemorating the birthday bicentennial this September of Frances Harper, an African-American Unitarian writer, suffragette, and abolitionist who is also being remembered this year at General Assembly in Baltimore. There's a strange but wonderful incentive to giving to an institutional endowed fund. When you give to an endowment, your gift continues to give long after you are gone, in fact, with the lifetime of the institution. The first endowed university fund in this country was created by one donor at Harvard University in 1638, and that fund is still extant. So I encourage you to make a truly lasting gift today to this very meaningful and important fund. We especially need it at this time in this country, this state, and this city. Thank you all very much for your generosity today.
Thank you so much for giving generously.
We're going to perform our anthems back to back.
you so much, Clyde. Today we offer a glitter blessing, and if any of you know anything about glitter, it is persistent. It is joyful. We are here to celebrate pride in all of its grittiness, its sparkliness, and its hope, and its resistance, like glitter. So this morning, there will be some assistance to me. Anna and Louisa will be also offering a glitter blessing to those of you here who would like to participate. We'll have some music. As you are able, come forward to one of the glitter blessing stations. Indicate where you would like to be glittered. That could be face or hand, or if you would rather not, but you want to participate, just let us know, and we will keep our hands to ourselves. If you are unable to come forward, one of us will come to you. One of us will come to you. Happy Pride. Come on.
Please rise in body or in spirit and join us in our closing hymn, number 1014, Answering the Call to Love.
For our benediction this morning, I offer you the words of this poem entitled Jesus at the Gay Bar by J. Hume. He's here in the midst of it, right at the center of the dance floor, robes hitched up to his knees to make it easy to spin. At some point in the evening, a boy will touch the hem of his robe and beg to be healed, beg to be anything other than this. And he will reach his arms out, sweat damp and weary from dance, and he'll cup the boy's face in his hand and say, "My beautiful child, my beautiful child, there is nothing in this heart of yours that ever needs to be healed." Amen.
Dance party. So please rise in booty or in spirit.
there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. If Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. You got my heartbeat racing, my body racing. I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. Oh, I feel the rush. It's so good, it's so good. I feel the rush, addicted to your touch. Oh, I feel the rush. It's so good, it's so good. So good, memories, so gravity, so good. It's so good, it's so good. Breathe 1, 2, 3, take all of me. So good, it's so good, it's so good. Pass it by the heat wave, recreate the sun. Take me to the feeling, boy, you know the one. Kiss it when you're done, and the shit is so much fun. Rock it gun. You got me.